I was just flipped off by a silver-haired old lady with a honk if you love Jesus sticker on the bumper of her car.
Welcome back, Doug Badger Radio on AM 950. It's 10:22, 22 minutes after the top of the hour. Radio talk. I know those of you who listen to it on the podcast, you're like, I don't know why he keeps telling me the time. It's not 10:22. All right, well, it's 10:22 here, and this is the center of the Doug Pagitt Radio universe. So we're going to relate everything to what's going on here. So glad that show's back on. And, you know, we have our regular segments here on the program. I do a Cripes, Come On, You Got to Be Kidding Me. And you know that you've heard that theme song if you're a regular listener to the show. I was just flipped off by a silver-haired old lady with a honk if you love Jesus sticker on the bumper of her car. And that means that we're going to be introduced to the Cripes, the Come On, and You Got to Be Kidding Me, which is early in the show because we have to rearrange this because natural health coach Shelley Pagitt will be coming in on this hour. At the end of the hour, because every other week she is at a local farmer's market. So she's going to be calling in from the Kingfield Farmer's Market over there at 42nd and Nicollet. So you should head over there. Head over and say hi to Shelley. Get a call in with her and jump on the line. In fact, if you want to be part of the show in any way, give us a call at 952-946-6205. 952-946-6205. All right, so the Cripes, the Come On, and You Got to Be Kidding Me this week. You know, we start with this in each hour, and I try to say that there's some things in this world that are just not the way they're supposed to be. There's some things that are broken, some things that make people say, oh, Cripes, and come on, and you got to be kidding me. And then there are some things in the world that are the way that they're supposed to be, and those are the things that we call right on. So we start the show by saying, yes, there are some things that are broken, some things that aren't right, some things that we need to fix. And we have choices to make in this world. Do we want to be those who live with the complaints, or do we want to be the kinds of people who make the world into the right-ons? So here's my list of the Cripes and the Come On, You Got to Be Kidding Me. The Cripes, you know what it goes out to? People that text while they walk. Like, I know that texting while you drive is dangerous, right? I get that. And I heard a little statistic that if you text while you drive, you have the kind of impairment of someone who's drank 4 beers. Now that would be average person drinking 4 beers, not the two of you. But your average person drinking 4 beers, which means that you're quite disoriented and your reaction time is held down. So texting by driving is certainly a danger. And I'm not, that's Oprah's business. Me, I'm jumping on the texting while walking. I got trapped behind a guy who was doing the drunk text walk, right? Because when people walk while they're texting, they walk like a drunk person. They slow up and they speed, and they slow down and they speed up. They weave left. You can't get around them. So I'm behind this guy.
Were you in like a tunnel or something?
I was in a hallway. I was in a foyer.
Okay.
I was in a foyer, and I'm coming up behind this guy, and his pacing is all over because you're trying to pace people, and when you're both walking for the escalator like the two of us were. Mm-hmm. You don't want to cut in front of that guy, right? You can't just swoop around him because all of a sudden you're the cutter. And you don't want to be the cutter at the escalator because then you're stuck on the escalator together, right? So I'm trying to pace this guy, and he's all over, and he's wandering around, and I'm trying to figure out if he's just dealing with some sort of a neurological problem, maybe a little cerebral palsy or something. And I get up, and of course the guy's got his BlackBerry out, and he's texting. And he's a two-finger texter, kind of like I am, right?
Yeah.
So he's just weaving all over the place. And you know what I said when I walked by?
What?
Oh, Cripes. Yeah.
Did you
Cripes,
really?
Yeah. I said Cripes. He kind of looked up. Oh, what? Right. So the Cripes goes out to the text walkers. Come on. I got new cell phones this week because the people over at Sprint, they're criminals, they're liars, and they're cheats. Shenaniganers. So I'm going to shout out every week to Sprint until they make things right with me, that they've treated me wrong. So I got new cell phones over at a new phone company.
Sure.
For the family plan, the AT&T, my world. Mm-hmm. And all the phones have a warning on there about texting while driving. I mean, don't do it. I think they need to add to that. Don't text while you walk. I mean, it's almost like don't text while moving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, quit it.
It's a static activity.
It's a static, freeze frame. Mm-hmm. Freeze frame. Glenn walked away from the booth, but I'll tell you, if the old guy had been here, we would have had freeze frame.
We have some
right
Jay Giles on there right away, right?
Jay Giles. So Cripes goes out to the text walker. So the next time you're walking along the lakes, you're in a foyer in a building, you're walking down the school hallway, no texting. Hey, by the way, I saw the yellow, which means the sign of fall is coming. You know what the two signs of yellow are?
What's that?
I always call it the lazy Susan, but the flowers aren't lazy Susans. They're black-eyed Susans.
Oh, okay.
The black-eyed Susans come out. The flowers, they come out in August, which means it's coming. And then the other yellow, the big yellow school buses.
All right.
This week, I don't know if you guys saw them, but I saw them driving their routes all over the place. They're timing them out. How far can you get? And then, because in a week or so, kids are going to get their bus stop assignments.
They're harbingers of the fall, huh?
Oh, harbingers of the fall. Do you remember getting your bus stop assignment when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Like the bus is coming at 7:06 and it's going to be at this street corner, and that was all such exciting days.
Don't fall. That's depressing.
I know. That's why I was bringing it up, because the Black-Eyed Susans are out and the school buses are out, and all of a sudden you're like, and now we're talking about State Fair. I got plans for the State Fair.
Yeah.
I've made plans. That's it. It's all coming to an end.
That's not hopeful nor optimistic.
But it's truth-telling. That's what we do around here. We tell the truth. So Cripes, the text walkers, the come on.
Mm-hmm.
It's also cell phone related.
Oh, geez.
Answer ringtones.
Come on.
Answer tones. The thing when you call someone, when you call them and they play music that you have to listen to while the subscriber that you've called is trying to be found, please enjoy the music.
Yes.
I have never one time enjoyed the music on someone's ring answer tone.
Yeah.
Never. And it conjures up, because I have to call a lot of strangers back. I'm always pitching stuff on Craigslist and so on. In fact, they got a couple of lovely little apartments, a 4-bedroom and 3-bedroom over in South Minneapolis.
Really?
Yeah, so be in touch with me over here at the radio show if you're thinking about moving to South Minneapolis. But anyway, I'm calling people back off Craigslist ads all the time. And apparently this is a big deal, that everybody else wants these answer tones. I don't know if it's one phone service provider or not. But there's hardly anything worse than having to sit there for that 30 seconds and listen to some guy's country music or somebody's hip-hoppy thing. Or I'm quite particular about the musical tones that go into my ears, right? Like I've never heard a song I've liked on a ringtone. Have you heard one on a? What do they call them? They call them answer tones. Is that what they're called?
Yeah, I think something like that. I've heard many and never.
And folks, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not talking about the phone sound your phone makes when someone calls you. I'm talking about the sound that you hear when you call someone else while you're listening to it ring. Instead of ring, 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 it plays music.
Yeah,
it's horrible. So if you have one of those, folks, please. And I'm going to start calling people out. Hey, the answer tone? Nah,
drop it. Yeah,
don't like it. I'm going to say, come on.
Come on.
So if I ever call any of you and it starts with a, come on, that's what this is about. All right, you got to be kidding me? Amazon.com. I have a new book coming out today, Church in the Inventive Age.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, this is it. I've been building up to this day, August 1st release.
Yes.
Go over there. Go to Amazon.com. Look up Church in the Inventive Age, the book that will change the world. Out of stock. Of stock. It releases today.
Sold out already? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know.
Second printing on the second day.
I think they screwed it up. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I've been pushing, and they're like, we'll notify you when the book's available.
Oh, that's nice.
The book's available. Amazon. You're killing me.
Yeah.
But anyway, go to your local bookstores, pick up Church in the Inventive Age. Change your life. Guarantee it. Cripes, text walkers. Come on. Answer tone, people. Amazon, you got to be kidding me. And we're not stuck with that, folks. We have choices to make in this world. Let's make those to make this world right on. We're going to be joined here after the break with Carla Barnhill at the Mommy Revolution. The revolutionaries are banding together, and they're all mommies. It's going to be a bloodless revolution, I can tell you. We'll be back with Carla Barnhill after this. Doug Pagitt Radio on AM 950, the voice of Minnesota.